The purpose of Kapadi Education Foundation is very simple. We want to make lasting change in communities and developing countries that go beyond the most basic needs. Once the basic needs in a community are met, how can we make a change that lasts forever? We find that the best way to make the change is to find the brightest and the most dedicated students and help them get a tertiary education. We have students in Haiti and Colombia, Cambodia, India, Ethiopia, in sub-Saharan countries and Asia largely, Kenya, Tanzania, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Uganda, places where we see a few dollars making a lot of difference. If you visit a rural primary school in India, for example, you'll see some 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids who are all gathered together in a courtyard, and you look at them and you wonder, what are they going to be like 10 years from now? What are they going to learn? Are they going to be ready? Is there one student or a handful of students among these that are meant to be the next leaders, the next teachers and social workers and nurses and doctors? Recently, I was in the New Delhi area where we had just sponsored 20 students who were children of day laborers. There was no doubt that these were the first people in their family who would go to college, and they're all in college now. And I spent some hours seeing how they survive, really, with the motivation that if they do graduate from college, their lives will change and they'll end that cycle of poverty. And what I found is that these students, many of them who are studying to become teachers, can't wait until they graduate. They live in a community that they feel very strongly towards, and they've taken it upon themselves to tutor elementary school students on their own after hours. So one of the requirements we have for these students is to write an essay on how they plan to pay it forward. For a teacher, it's very easy. You pay it forward every day. But these students had decided to do this on their own initiative and have already started to pay it forward rather than waiting until after they graduate.
अब कॉलेज कर रही हूँ तो फिर मैं भी अपनी शिक्षा लेके औरों को भी शिक्षा दे सकती हूँ जिससे कि देश की अच्छा.
My father has a shop barber and my mother is a housemaker. Because company में हर कोई बराबर होना चाहिए और किसी को कोई नहीं दिखाना चाहिए. और मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि जो मुझे एजुकेशन मिल रही है वही एजुकेशन में आगे चल के दूसरों लोगों को दे पाऊँ जो कि पैसा ना दे पाए उनको मैं ना पढ़ा पाऊँ.
और मैं कॉलेज नहीं पढ़ रही होती तो मैं भी घर में काम कर रही होती या फिर बाहर के कुछ काम कर रही होती. और मैं कॉलेज पढ़ के मैं एक अच्छी टीचर बनना चाहती हूँ जो कि अच्छे से बच्चों को पढ़ा सकूँ और वो भी अच्छे जाके आगे जाके और बच्चों को पढ़ा सके.
हेलो, मेरा नाम रेखा है. मेरे घर में 5 मेंबर रहते हैं, मम्मी पापा 2 भाई और मैं अगर मैं कॉलेज नहीं जाती तो शायद आज मैं यहाँ नहीं होती. मैं मेरे पेरेंट्स की तरह मेरी भी आज जल्दी शादी हो जाती और मैं भी अपने घर द्वार संभालने में लग जाती और शायद यहाँ नहीं होती. मैं अपने आप को ये देखना चाहती हूँ कि 5 साल बाद मैं सिर्फ बच्चे और महिलाओं के अलावा भी मैं कईयों की मदद करूँ जिनको सचमुच नीड है कि हाँ उन्हें हेल्प चाहिए, चाहे पुरुष हो चाहे बूढ़े लोग हो, कोई भी हो, उनकी हमेशा शुरू से ही मदद करना चाहती हूँ. और ये चाहती हूँ कि मैं अपनी मदद से अपने पैसों से मैं उनकी मदद करूँ, ना कि किसी पर डिपेंड नहीं. E for elephant. एलिफेंट मतलब हाथी. F for fish. फिश मतलब मछली. करो ऐसे करो, मछली. फिश मतलब मछली.
Thank you for paying it forward.
Thank you, sir. This is my pleasure.
There's one student in Cambodia who we sponsored for a bachelor's degree, and 2 weeks ago she said, I really want a master's degree. And her case was this. She said, I live in a remote town in Cambodia. I don't know of a single woman who has a master's degree. The master's degree I'm going to get is in education administration. When I get that master's degree, I'm going to set the school system straight. I'm going to find out what's wrong and I'm going to fix it.
It's also you can show to people that girls are strong enough to do a hard job or hard work, because master is really hard. And every woman, I think everyone can do it, not only boys.
One student in Africa who pleaded for years to get sponsored, and we just didn't think it was that she was ready for it. But finally, we said yes. She was told by her parents to please get married at age 16, and she didn't want to get married. She felt like she had something to learn first. She graduated as the valedictorian. Her name is Elizabeth, #1 in her class. So it shows the rest of the community that you can get an education as a girl, and when you do, you are worth more, and when you're worth more, good things happen to you. But at the end of the day, what I get is that there is no shortage of hard work, goodwill, just pure resolve to get an education. And if someone wants it that bad, all we can do is say yes and find a way to do it. And that's all there is to it. We're not forcing anyone to go to college. They're coming to us and telling us, don't give us aid. Don't give us all this stuff that we don't need. Give us the tools, and we'll do it ourselves.